downtown L.A. in Dodger Stadium on a fine Saturday night. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's time for Dodger baseball. Next. Scott Kazmir, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
Alexi Ramirez heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Shortstop, number 10.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball.
First pitch, 6-10.
Kazmir has his target. Here it is on 0-1. Hit to short. Seager comes up with it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big moments. We'll see if that's the case in this one.
Hit out towards second, right to Utley. Throw to first gets him, so Kazmir's looking good to start the inning. And with a quick breather here, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, out in that corner outfield spot, a very reliable left fielder. Not somebody that's going to make the great plays, but every routine ball, it's as good as gold.
Matt Kemp will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. Into the windup and the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
And it hasn't been a homestand to remember so far. They're just 2-3 in their first 5 games, so they're going to need to pick it up.
3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
2 out, nobody on. On the ground to third. Turner's got it. And a low throw, but some fine dirt work there by Gonzalez as he digs this one out to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Kazmir in the first. It's the Padres nothing. Dodgers coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Robbie Erlin is on the mound for Game 2. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very involved. Should be fun to watch.
Jock Peterson comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Jock Peterson.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Eric, this Padre team, as they take the field here tonight, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And they've split the first 4 games on this road trip, so lately they're in a bit of a holding pattern, but we could be ready to break out right here.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
And this guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
Check swing grounder to the right side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Well, here's another look. This looked to be a fairly routine play. Just might have hit him, though, on the heel of the glove, and now they've got a leadoff base runner.
Corey Seager will stand in. A big power threat here, to say the least. Currently third in home runs in the National League.
And he's also in the top 10 in batting average and RBIs, so not just hitting those home runs. He's having a great year overall at the plate.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Under it is the left fielder, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, there are not a lot of guys that can swing a bat like Jock Peterson. He's gone deep 5 times in the last 10 ball games. Clearly, he's seeing the ball really well right now.
Yasiel Puig will step forward now. Currently third in the National League batting race to begin play.
And we know it's just April, so the season is just getting started, but obviously he's off to a great start.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he's back standing. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Weeks for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Number 62 stands in for the first time.
For 샌디에고, left fielder, number 62.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Kazmir gets the sign. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. That's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
And that's through for a hit.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots his ball right back up the middle.
A swinging bunt to the mound. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now.
Yeah, just a little tapper here, but this is going to wind up being pretty effective because with 1 away now, it's going to move both guys up 90 feet to second and third.
John Jay will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in, so you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
And Gonzalez will tuck this one away for round number 2.
That's a disappointing at-bat there with runners in scoring position. Even early on, you've got to be able to cash in when the opportunity presents itself, because you never know how many more you're going to get.
Line toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. In to score is the runner from third. And not in time as the second run scores.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number
Into
40.
the box now, Robbie Erlin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one.
And now this is all about minimizing damage out there on the mound. He's got to regroup, and he's got to do it quick, or this game will get away from him.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. A runner on first with two away. To short. Underhanded flip. He'll send it the short way to Utley at second, and that's that. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Padres lead it 2-0. Adrian Gonzalez will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year.
Gonzalez.
Sent on the ground out to second. Weeks takes it in. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Padres align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, defensively, they have the lowest fielding percentage in the majors. Not a lot of fun when you're out on the mound and you don't know if the guys behind you are going to make the play. We'll see what happens here.
Justin Turner will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Under it is Myers, and there are 2 away now.
He's going right through him here in the second. That's 2 pitches and 2 outs. And, you know, quick innings like this early on, that can really pay off later in the game.
Carl Crawford will stand in, and you can see that early season average up into the high 300s now.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Alexi Ramirez is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
And even though that's a strike, that's a good take. You want to be looking 1 pitch, 1 spot, so don't go swinging at that one. That was nasty.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. Will Myers stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And this is low, ball 1.
And this third inning starting out about as poorly as the second inning did.
Nobody out, runner on first. Drilled to the right side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, a big hole on the right side of the infield. You see it there. with the first baseman holding the second baseman at double play depth, there's a lot of real estate out there, and he just bounces it right through the opening.
So here's Matt Kemp now. Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Kazmir sets. Here it is on 0-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Utley for one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
Now batting.
Number 62 will bat here. No official at-bat, but he's scored a run thus far.
Yeah, but he has found a way to contribute, and that's what really matters.
And there's a sharp slider from Kazmir. It's 0-1. Runners are at the corners with one man out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game.
Third baseman,
Yonhervis Solarte strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Puig over to his left. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game.
With one out, he had 2 jobs to do there. 1, get that run home from third, and 2, stay out of the double play. He did his job.
Stepping in, Derek Norris. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Hit hard back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
John Jay steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ballgame right here.
Puig moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Padres lead it 4-0. Chase Utley will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
second baseman, Chase Utley.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Hard hit ball to second. Backhanded. And Weeks will flip to first, and that's out number 1.
Batting 8th, catcher, A.J. Ellis.
A.J. Ellis will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Now he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
And this is going to be just foul down the line as that had double written all over it. The Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, you could tell right there. 0-2, he's just thinking about protecting the plate. And he nearly chased a bad one there, but he caught himself at the last possible instant.
1-2, here it comes. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called third strike.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Leave it to the pitcher to come up with their first hit. I think even he can't really believe it.
Jock Peterson, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
Swing and a liner. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 1 left for L.A. They trail here 4-0. Jamal Weeks is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
8-9-1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Up next for the Padres, pitcher, Robbie Erlin.
Robbie Erlin will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Kazmir's ready. Here's the first pitch. Out in front of it, strike 1. 4 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error for the Padres so far. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you've got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Too high, 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Here's the shortstop, Alexi Ramirez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
You love to try to be able to get ahead of hitters, and he has thrown a first pitch strike about 60% of the time, but he's not throwing them in good locations, and that's why he's getting hit.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Peterson has a read on it. Oh, no, he missed it.
Yeah, it looked like a fairly routine play there. Don't know if he took his eye off it or what, but he winds up basically whiffing on the catch, and that's going to wind up a 2-base error.
Here's Will Myers, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Liner towards second. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. One left for San Diego. They lead it 4-0. Corey Seager is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's retired here, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 66.
Yeah, there's a ball right there, not hit very hard, so he's got to cover some ground in a very short amount of time, and he lays out there to pull it in. Nice play.
In now is Yasiel Puig. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Hot shot on the ground is short, fielded by Ramirez. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Boy, nowhere close with this throw. Here's another look at first base. I mean, not only is this thing over his head, but you see it take off to the right field side of the bag, so it's not even on target. Very sloppy there. Potentially dangerous, too.
Here's Adrian now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. That evens it up, 1-1. One and one, here it comes. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And there's a pitch Gonzalez takes, and we're back even at 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
The 2-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
And we're going to give you another look at that 2-2 pitch. Now, what I like about it is that he's been mixing in his curveball a little bit more here second time through the lineup, giving him just a little bit of a different wrinkle. And this one is a beauty.
Standing in now, Justin Turner, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
0-1, here's the pitch. And the 0-1 is swung on, and a chance for Weeks at second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Dodgers leave 1. They're down 4-0. Matt Kemp heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Kazmir into the windup. Here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit. Not exactly the most convincing base hit you're ever going to see. Let's call this thing a swinging bunt. Call it whatever you want. He'll call it a leadoff single.
Number 62 stands in. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors thus far for 샌디에고. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Tags right there, and Kemp is gone trying to steal second.
That's a big-time throw right there. I mean, a big-time throw. Anytime you can get this guy, you've done something.
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, one thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Stepping in now, Solarte. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. The dangerous Carl Crawford will get things started when we return. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Padres on top. Carl Crawford will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Jay is there, and it takes just 1 pitch to retire the leadoff man in the home half of the 5th. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. So the leadoff man set down now for Chase Utley. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
Well, you see his pitch count on your screen right there. That's not a mistake. He's been loving those first pitch outs. That's for sure.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now here's the pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Chop foul right at home plate. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Well, what a difference 5 days can make. He's been a totally different pitcher out there compared to his last start. The command is much better. The pitches are much sharper. Even the body language tells me he's got things under control.
Into the box, A.J. Ellis. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Into the seats, 0-1. Gets a small piece near the plate. Norris scoops it up, throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Derek Norris makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
The catcher, number 3, Derek Norris.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard liner toward short, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. John Jay is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. One out, nobody on. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
And you can see the numbers there. He's allowed the 4 runs to cross, but only 2 of them have been earned. His line would clearly look much better if he hadn't been let down by his defense a time or 2.
Jamal Weeks will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. First offering on its way.
Nope.
Lays off 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
That's wide, 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good at-bat so far here with 2 away. He's going to go down in order. At least make that guy work for it. Got himself back into a fastball count now.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Utley is there. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for 샌디에고, but they're in front 4-0. Trace Thompson has come out into the on-deck circle now, as that's going to spell the end for Scott Kazmir.
Trace Thompson.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And the throw by Ramirez is in time, and there's 1 away.
Well, only 3 strikeouts for him in the ball game, but when you've got that slow stuff, keeping guys off balance, you don't need to rely on strikeouts.
Jock Peterson will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. We've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and It's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
Yeah, you know, if that grounder gets past the pitcher, he's got a good shot at either beating that ball out or having it bounce all the way up the middle into center field. So that's a pretty nice job out there on the mound to spear it and then make the easy throw to first base.
Corey Seager will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. They trail here 4-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Padres out in front in this one as we come to our game summary for the first 6 innings of play. Luis Avilan is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Luis Avilan.
Robbie Erlin stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
The pitcher number 41, Robbie Erlin.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And he may be considered to be a left-handed specialist, but he can get right-handed hitters out. He shows it to you right there.
Here's the shortstop, Alexi Ramirez. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Will Myers.
Will Myers gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Yeah, you know, as a pitcher, sometimes you can just say, hey, that one got away from me. It slipped. But I think that one would be a tough claim to make. This one definitely doesn't pass the eye test for me. I'm a little bit surprised that the home plate umpire's letting that thing go.
So here's Matt Kemp now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
That's what you need to do after a hit by pitch. Get right back on that horse and fire a fastball in there.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. 2 out with the man at first. This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. Crawford shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Padres leave 1, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Yasiel Puig, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
Slow curveball at 74, in for a strike. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out number one.
The first baseman.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Adrian Gonzalez will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Bullet back up the middle. Jay is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
But this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Justin Turner will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Lifted in the air out to right. Moving under it, Kemp makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're down 4-0. Number 62 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far.
Number 62.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Hit hard to short. Throw in the dirt, but there to save it is Gonzalez, and a fine play there to record the putout. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Yonhervis Solarte steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline. Gonzalez is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, just so late on that fastball, and you're not too surprised about that when you're facing a reliever that throws as hard as this guy does. And it's an easy play at first to take it himself for the out.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Yeah, it's hard to look for a change up there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
Yeah, that's a good pitch there. That thing tried to come back, but didn't quite get there.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. We'll get another look at Carl Crawford leading off when we return. It's the Padres 4 and the Dodgers nothing. Carl Crawford will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now here's the pitch. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Oh, and he botches it.
Well, if you can ever win a game despite your defense, this is it. That's 3 errors now in the ball game, and they're very lucky to still have the lead.
High in the air into shallow left center. On the move is Jay. 1 away.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, They have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Chase Utley will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
Throw to first, and Utley's retired, 2 gone.
The catcher, number
Sort of a
17.
sloppy performance by both teams thus far. You see the 5 combined errors as we get a look at the line score, and those errors, of course, have played a big part in the ballgame. A.J. Ellis will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Played on the backhand. And the throw from shallow right in time at first, and the inning will come to an end. Dodgers down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Another nice evening here in L.A. as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. John Jay will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Lifted into the air out toward center field. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the ninth.
Now batting, second baseman,
Jamal Weeks gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. From the stretch. This is skied into short left center. Peterson on the run. 2 gone.
The pitcher,
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Here's the pitch. Robbie Erlin is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Boy, he sure can sling that thing, can't he?
You sure can. A very wide arm angle. Comes from the first base side. It's not straight either. It's moving.
Utley's up with it. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Padres down in order. They lead it 4-0. Andre Ethier will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. And here's a swing from Ethier and a ground ball to second. And Weeks will flip to first, and that's out number 1.
the batter.
He continues to plow right through these guys. My man's working on a 1-hit shutout.
Jock Peterson will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Grounder down the line at third. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first, and now the Dodgers are down to their final out.
Well, this has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. Kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Corey Seager will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first here will be in time to record the final out, and the Padres have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Boy, what a performance of pitching that we just saw. He was so close to putting his name into the record books, but he's going to have to settle for that complete game one-hitter.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
You have to figure he'll probably be replaying that one hit he allowed over and over in his mind tonight. But nevertheless, he was absolutely brilliant on the mound all throughout.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshowNation.com. The Padres win it 4-0. Good night from Los Angeles.